Hello, my name is Quill Starling, and I am the project manager for the Mission Control Project team for Assignment 5. My team members are Talani Ajay, Palumi Alamu, Gilbert Nuno, Aksh Patel, and Fariha Torsha. This assignment is about project budgeting and cost estimation. Previously, in this project, we decided on the vessel configuration, formed a pure project structure for the organization, created the bill of materials for all components on the vessel, decomposed the main project activities into smaller work packages, allocated these work packages among organization members, and assembled a project schedule combining all work packages. Coming up next, in this assignment, we first estimated the weekly work hours that professional, skilled, and unskilled workers would spend on each work package in the work breakdown structure, taking into account a 7.5% risk allowance and taking off learning curve time at an 80% learning rate for each doubling of repeated work packages. A total of 103 hours is saved. From this and the Gantt chart, we created a weekly labor budget using different rates for the different categories of personnel. Additionally, a weekly materials budget is created from the bill of materials and the Gantt chart. Finally, after adding a 10% indirect cost to the weekly labor budget, the labor and materials budgets are summed up to create the final total budget. There are two main types of project budgeting methods that we considered. The top-down budgeting method, where the total project cost flows down into the individual work package budgets, and the bottom-up budgeting method, where the workers provide inputs to resources and analysts provide cost estimates, bringing those up to the project manager to add in any additional costs and decide on the final project budget. We are using the bottom-up method of project budgeting because it allows a potentially more accurate estimation of cost. In addition, this allows more people to be involved in the cost estimation process. Also, we are using activity budgeting, where the individual expenses are classified into line item expenses and added up for each department. We don't have additional projects to budget for, at least not yet. To start budgeting from the bottom up, we estimated the number of hours it would take for professional, skilled, and unskilled employees to do each work package, according to the work breakdown structure. Professional employees were designated as the members of the project team. Skilled employees were those conducting engineering and technician work, while unskilled employees were the supervised labor. This was done for the planning stage, the construction stage, which consisted of the hull system, anchor system, crane, propulsion system, freshwater system, sanitation system, electrical system, navigation system, and the lighting system. The sea trial stage, vessel modification stage, and the final product delivery stage. Totaling these hours, professional employees conducted 430 hours of work. Skilled workers 672 hours, and unskilled workers 664 hours, for a total of 1,767 hours. After adding a 7.5% contingency risk across the board and taking an 80% learning curve for every doubling of repeating work packages, this falls to 1,000 664 total hours for this project in labor. Taking this weekly labor budget and using the schedule from the Gantt chart, the weekly labor cost was found by setting up pay for professional workers at $100 an hour and adding fringe benefits for them at 25%, paying skilled workers $40 an hour and unskilled workers at $20 an hour. With this, the total amount of labor costs comes out to $91,433. Next, the weekly materials budget was found by taking the bill of materials and superimposing it on top of the Gantt chart to find when all materials were purchased. The total materials cost comes out to $220,354. Finally, the total budget is found by taking the weekly labor budget and the weekly materials budget, adding indirect costs of 10% to the labor budget and summing them up. Indirect costs are 10% of the labor costs because we figured that the indirect costs would be related by some percentage to the amount of labor that was done during every period. At the end of this process, the total cost for the project is $320,930. Thank you.